Good morning, everyone. Hope your day is going well. I got so excited coloring that I went over my time, didn't I? My goodness. Okay, what are we playing with today? Well, I thought I would show you the bow die cuts. Now, some of you have already seen me use this little one, but I just got this big one and thought, my goodness, what could we do with that, right? So we're going to make a couple things today, and I'm going to show you something else that I thought of and thought would be fun. So they are quite a bit different in size. And we'll just move these out of the way a little bit and get started. Okay. So I thought, maybe a bag. So, that's okay. But wouldn't that be prettier? Which one do you like? Let me know. So, I kind of pre-built this part. It's just mix-ins paper with our Jingle Joy paper, a little bit of Evergreen glitter paper. Now, the first thing I want to let you know is about this Evergreen paper, right? Cardstock, if you will, versus our shimmer trims. So, they look very similar, okay? And obviously this is a 12 by 12 sheet. But something that you notice right away is, one, this is more bendy, and this is straight like cardstock. And also, if you turn them over, you will hopefully be able to see that this one is more cardstock white in color, and this one has a shinier surface, and you can even feel it. This is just smooth, but this is very slippery. Okay, so that's an indication, because I've had people before, I'll give them a piece of cardstock glitter paper and they'll try and peel the backing off of the shimmer trim. Okay, the other tip that was not on camera a while back is how to get this tape off when you don't leave that little backing, longer than where this is. So, take your adhesive, put a little bit down on your paper. Make sure I'm on camera this time. Stick your shimmer trim on there, and then you just peel the corner, and it will reveal your sticky part. Okay? So what I would do is I would just take a little snippet off, so that way, let me get rid of this. So that way, the next time you want to go to use it, you can just peel it from here. Sometimes you can do that, and sometimes you have to cut it flush. So that's a little tip for how to get that off of there, and the difference. Because I've even cut this in half, so it would be the same size as this. And so it can be tricky as to what we're using. Okay? So that's a tip for you today. So let's build this bag, okay? So I know when it opens, it's going to open right there. And I put some score tape on this because I want this to stay down, okay? And unfortunately we don't carry score tape, but that's the only thing you're allowed to buy. No. So look in your stash, see what you got, right? We all know we have it. So I'm going to line this up, so hopefully this will be a little bit more lined up. Plus it gives me a cross over here and a cross. Ugh. Oh, I don't know if it'll let go. Usually not. So I stuck it down. Oh well. You just live with it. It's okay. It's just a bag. So there's our pretty start to our bag. Okay, and this is about a 1/2 inch. This is about, what did I do? I did 4 inches, and then like 2 inches, and then a 1/2 inch. So 4 inches, 2 inches, 1/2 inch. Depending on what your bag is, that goes that way. Okay, so now let's put something pretty on here. And I colored this little guy and this little pretty tree. And hopefully those are dry. Yes. If you go thin enough, they dry pretty quickly. Alright, so what I want to do is bump those up a little bit, and I will show you them, what I used and stuff in just a sec. Just want to get some foam tape on here, which I should have done earlier. But you know, you're running around, and before you know it, it's 9 o'clock. And you got to get online. I hope that you enjoy these. And please let me know if there's something that you would like to see. And we will go from there. Because it is sometimes hard to figure out what I'm going to show you guys. But I hope that you are enjoying them. Okay, and I don't know if you know, I'm not the type to do it, but you can just rip your tape. Okay? And if you have a little extra, I usually just stick it right there until I need it. Alright, so I have this cute little tree. Oh, let me show you what I used. So I used this silver ingot from the marker set. And where I use that is, hopefully you can see this. Good morning, Linda. Oh, you just ordered the bow dies? Oh, they're so fun. So I just put this little silver into those little areas. And then up here, I have the liquid pearls. And I just I swirled it out, so it kind of thinned it out. If you do dots of it, you can get little raised dots. So this right here in the star, again, is the silver pen, and then a little dot of that. And I will tell you this, that sometimes you think that's dry, and I'm not going to touch that on purpose, because it can be dry on the surface, but still be wet within it. So let them dry a little bit. But on this one, again, like I said, I just made it kind of flat with that. And then on this one, I've got the white pearl and the Ballerina pearl, liquid pearls. So there's a little pink in there. And it's probably a little hard to see. Hopefully you can see the color difference. Okay. So there's some items I used. And then I used some markers. And here's a little cheat sheet, but I have something better coming. So let's see what we got here. We've got fair skin, obviously, because you know his nose needs to be colored in. We've got the light green, the jade green, the ice gray, magenta. Okay, so those are the colors I used. And here's my little cheat sheet that I do. So I went through and I took the paper and I said, okay, what's the best color for this? And it ended up being the light grade, and that's good for evergreen, so that's what that is. And then the dark magenta, the darkest one, is kind of my raspberry, because there's raspberry. Okay. And then the light green is over here. And that one was, oh, I didn't write it down. What's that one? That one's this one, just light green. And the middle one seemed to be the best color. Okay, so that tells you that. And let's keep going with our little tree. So I have something coming for this, and I will be posting about it in just a little bit. Something fun I know you're going to want. Alright, so there's that one bumped up, that one bumped up. We'll set him aside because I am going to do a card as well. I think that guy is so cute. What do you think? You like him? And I love that little tree, right? And now we need a bow. So let's see. We could do that bow. Like that. What do you think? I do that too. Cheat sheet thing. Oh, I know, right? You gotta figure out your colors. But wouldn't that be pretty? I don't know. Which one do you like better? And then I thought, well, we gotta have a little Merry Christmas. And the stamp set that I use with thin cuts is this one right here, Z3902. It's the Gnomes for Christmas. And it is so cute. And look at all the thin cuts. Just love that. Okay. So there's that. And so I have also this little Merry Christmas. And this is just the zip strip from the paper, from the Jingle Joy paper. So see, that would be cute. Or we could put this one right there. And this down a little bit. And maybe add this right here. What do you think? Help me out, guys. Maybe put that right there. What do you think? Who's got an idea for me? I kind of am liking that big bow. So I think we'll save that one for the card. So I think we will put that down. And I don't think it'd look good down there, do you? No, I like it on the top. So I got some glue dots. And it's easier to... Oh, I just saw that was lifting up a little bit. I just used regular tape, so I am going to put a glue dot halfway, so it gets halfway on there, and then I'm just going to tuck it over, and give me one more, and it's easier to put the glue dot onto your paper and try and peel it off with your fingers. If your hands are like mine, it sticks to them because my hands are dry a lot of the times. I think I want that right there. I'm just eyeballing the middle. And we'll pull this up. Get all this tape off of here. Make sure I'm staying where I need to be. Put him here. Or her. I don't know. Pink cat. Maybe it's a her. Maybe it's a him. I don't know. Okay. There we go. So, oh. And our Merry Christmas. Let's see. Could tuck it in like that. What do we want to do? Or we could tuck it in right there. Kind of like that. Or we could go down here. Oh, maybe I like it there. Okay. Make a decision. Make a decision. Put a little bit more tape because you know it's gotta stay. There we go. So there's our bag. There's something wonderful. Isn't that cute? I just love it. Okay. Moving on. Let's do a card. So here's our card pieces. And we've got this little guy, which there again I colored with those colors, and I've colored a lot with you guys, so I didn't do that. Oh, I got a little bit of a, see that right there? That bugs me. So I'm gonna tip that I've showed before, but a jelly roller works great. As you can get into here, sorry if my head's in the way, and you can just take that out. That's my new best friend. See? Much better. Okay, so let's glue this down. Let's make sure I'm staying on camera. I'm just gluing, but maybe you want to see that, how much I glue. Okay, so again, I'm going to line up my cardstock here, and I believe that it was 3/4 of an inch. Yes, 3/4 of an inch was the middle. So I'm going to put that there, put that up there, and then I can line that across. Nice and straight. Okay, next one. I know this is 2 inches, which is half of that. But I'm going to go up just a little bit to about 3/4 of an inch because I want to add this. So here's a little trick on adding that. If you get your liquid glue, Tombow liquid glue, and you just run, mine's getting empty of course, just run a little bead along there, like that. It is much easier to put your green on. There. Just gotta hold it a little bit. And what I like is, oops, see, got some squishing out on the bottom there. I'm going to just wipe it off with my fingers, but it will dry clear. Okay, so there we go with that. Now my fingers are all sticky. So now we have this little guy. See how that kind of grounds him? If he was sitting up here, he would just be kind of floating. So that kind of grounds that guy. Oh, there's another baby tree. There it is. Here it is. Here it is. Just love those little trees, right? And then again, I kind of like that going like that. And then maybe like that. What do you think? Like it like that. Okay, that looks good. So this one I'm not going to raise up. Another thing about the markers, remember they're going to bleed through. So don't have them like on your card where it can bleed through to the inside. And if you do, just put a little extra little piece of cardstock down. Okay, let's tuck this into his foot. Oh, I'm so sorry. Boom, and nobody I know. Is everybody getting those calls? Oh my gosh, Cannon Beach is calling me. Somebody wants to take me away to the beach. Woohoo! Okay, so let's stick that in there. And then we can put this. Now here's something for you to remember, that you can totally flatten that bow so that way it can go in the mail. It's perfectly fine to do that, okay? And then you can go back and add, if you wanted to add a couple more little dots up here or some sparkles around. But there's that card. Okay, now what else can we do with this bow? Well, here's what the big bow looks like when you cut it out. But I decided that maybe we could do more of a package bow. What do you guys think? There's a little package bow. Evergreen. Oh yes, I know, Linda. I love all the new glitter papers. The evergreen with the scarlet is gorgeous, with sapphire is gorgeous, but I'm really loving the desert rose now. So anyway, I made this, and I kind of just bent the little, this part, which is the back, and I just kind of bent it around. So I thought, well, that one's kind of small, because wouldn't that have been pretty? Look at that. If you can imagine. A little bow on top of there, right? Super cute package bow. Oh, thanks. So I thought I would show you with the big one how I did that. So you'll need your glue dots. And the first thing that you're not going to need is this little part here that wraps around to put your bow on, okay? So I don't need that part. So I'm going to go in and just snip that off. Okay? Ta-da! It's gone. Alright, so here's what I do, and I think a lot of people do, is I'm not going to hold it here, I'm going to hold it here, and just give that paper a little bit of fold so it will curve around a little nicer. You can use a bone folder. My hands work. Okay, glue dot. Again, I'm going to the paper instead of trying to peel that off. And now here I'm just going to line up this shape with this shape. It fits over in there really easily. And then another glue dot. And these are the bigger glue dots. They're this size of glue dot, which is 1772. And let's put another one in the middle of there for the other side. Any questions, leave them in the comments for me. Here's one. And number 2. Did I do that one? I can't remember. Doesn't look like it. Where'd that go? Oh, the glue dot didn't come off. I'm like, where's the glue dot? Okay. Push it down firmly so it comes off. There we go. Oh, one of those days, ladies. I don't know. So put that one there. And another glue dot. Sounds like a song. Alright, one more. So we will put that together. Oops. I always do stuff gingerly until I know I've got it where I want it. Because you know, glue dots aren't very forgiving. Oop, with paper. Okay, we'll just live with that one. And one more. Foldy foldy the way I want. My glue dot. Oh, these are really easy and they just add so much to everything. I love them. And you can go look in your stash and see what matches, because you know, everything in Close to My Heart world matches. So you can leave that straight, and then the other thing we want to do is maybe make sure we got our trees going the right way. We don't want upside down trees. So then you could just do that. Isn't that pretty? But I'm going to offset these, and I'm going to see if the glue dots will be thin enough. So let's do that one there. Sorry, I'm off camera again, but I think you know how to put a glue dot on by now. Alright, and then give this a little bit of overlap right there. Squish that down. One more. I keep saying that off. And another glue dot. Oops. Yep, got it. And remember that, okay, that was a little bit over the edge. Just took my finger and folded it over. And then another one. Right there. And the glue dots give you a little bit of maneuverability. You can kind of move them around a bit. Isn't that pretty? Now, we need something in there, don't we? Well, thank goodness that everything matches within Close to My Heart world. So what I pulled out for the little one was I had some julep sequins from Color of the Year last year. And then that's a little too small. We need something bigger. Or I guess we could put a couple in there. What do you think, guys? What do we need? Ooh, I know what we could maybe do. Another trick. Don't know if it'll be big enough. Okay, it's a 1/4 inch hole punch. And I'm gonna go get me some of my little pieces of leftovers. Keep those little strips, they come in handy. And I am going to punch. Oh, I don't think that one got all the way. No, it did not, so we'll do another one. I just didn't want to waste it, but we'll make sure. And I'm going to do 3 or 4. So I want to build that up. Maybe 5. Maybe 5. Since I got paper, right? And then you can just put these into a little container and save them for when you need them. Okay. So there's all of our pretties. And I think we could almost maybe do something like that in there. Let's see, where's my tweezers? So I'm just gonna kind of fit them on there, see what I like. Oh yeah, that'd be kind of pretty. Kind of look like holly. Alright, so we'll take those off again. And then we will go back to our liquid glue. And I probably need some more. And the first thing I'm going to do is put a dot in 3 of them. I'm going to layer up that one. So I want them to be a little bit bigger, right? A little bit thicker. And actually I could do that one on the bottom. Let's see if I can get another one. Another one. Put on here. There. And then I can even use this half one on the hate when it does that. It's all over. Okay, hold it down. There we go. Now we're going to set this one, making a 3-stacker on there. Alright. And then, so I think I kind of want that one. Give it just a second. Just fitting them where I want them again. So, yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. Okay, let's make some dots in the middle here. Put our pretties in. And now I've got glue on my tweezers. I'm gonna have to wash those off. Wash your tools, people. That will dry clear, but try and get some of that off. And one more. Okay. Push those down. Hold it for just a sec. Oop. There's glue on top of that one. It's best to keep the glue underneath. Just hold that down for a minute. These two are staying. Alright. So, what do you think of that? So we have a little one and a big one. So this one I didn't manipulate. See, I just basically folded them over a little bit. And this one I think I'll keep straight. But you could kind of curve the ends. So it looks kind of like a little bit more like a package. There. What do you think? Hey Peggy! Bring them on camera. Oh, sorry. Very clever. Oh, well thank you. Oh, I thought it was. So yeah, so I'm always using, and I'll even use my 1/8 inch punch to add a little bit of sparkle. And we could have put a big glob of this as well, the stickles in green. That would have been real pretty in there. Would have been similar effect. But then again, you gotta wait for it to dry. Oh, look at that. I have a little sparkle everywhere. How did it get on there? Yeah, well, we'll just leave it on there, right? That is too funny. Okay, so enough playing around. I thought I would show my senior ladies. So there's all the projects we did today. There's the two little, how to make a bigger bow. You know, sometimes you're in a hurry and you need a bigger bow. Or if you wrap a package in our paper, small enough package, then you could put one of these pretty little bows on top, right? So that's what we did today. Here's that gnome set again. Just love this guy. Remember, you can only get him through December. And all those thin cuts. I know you love thin cuts. And here is a card for my senior ladies. So this is a belly band. That's what this part is called. It's a belly band. It goes around the belly. Okay? And it's got some glitter cardstock, our new bluebell gems, a little bit of that twine, or that little silver thread. And then you open this up, which is so hard for me, I don't know why, like so. So this was a good way to use that paper. It only had it, that 12 by 12, think of a 12 by 12, it only had this blue running down and across the top, and all the middle was just blue. So I just went down and cut 3 and then 3 along the top, so I could get 6 inside pieces out of one piece of paper. And then the middle on the other side is a different pattern, so that worked out well. And just stick our belly band back on. So my senior ladies, that's a sneak peek at one of the cards you can make. Any comments, leave them below, or if you would like to see something specific, let me know. Bye now.